Welcome to Alpha Reinforce, where transformation begins with a single thought. Today, you're not just watching another video, you're taking the first step towards unlocking the best version of yourself. Imagine a life where confidence isn't just a word but your reality, where every challenge becomes an opportunity and every setback a setup for a comeback. This is your invitation to shift your mindset, let go of self-doubt, and start building habits that empower you every single day. Reinforce the alpha within you, the leader, the achiever, the unstoppable force. Are you ready to ignite your journey? Let's dive in and discover the science behind lasting change. I used to struggle with sticking to habits. Sometimes I'd crush it for a week, then totally fall off the wagon. It was super frustrating. But once I understood how habits actually work, things finally started to click. Today, I want to break down the science of habit formation, so you can build habits that actually stick too. Let's start with the basics. The habit loop. Every habit you have follows the same loop. First, there's a cue, something that triggers you. Then comes the routine, the action itself. And finally, the reward, that feeling or outcome that tells your brain, hey, let's do this again. For example, your alarm goes off in the morning, that's your cue. You go for a jog, that's the routine. And afterward, you feel energized and accomplished, that's your reward. This simple loop is the backbone of every habit you've ever built or broken. Now, not all habits are created equal. Some habits actually lead to a chain reaction of positive change in your life. These are called keystone habits. For me, daily exercise was the game changer. It made eating healthier and being more productive so much easier. Other keystone habits? Journaling, waking up early, or even making your bed. Pick just one, and you might notice everything else gets a little bit easier. But how do you make sure you stick to your new habit? Track it. Seriously, just seeing your progress can keep you motivated. I like using apps like Habitica, or sometimes I just put check marks in a notebook. Watching that streak grow feels surprisingly good, and it nudges you to keep going, even on days you're not feeling it. Of course, sometimes habits just don't stick, and that's totally normal. Most of the time, it's because the goal was way too big, or the cue and reward weren't clear enough. If you keep failing, try breaking things down into tiny steps. Adjust your triggers, maybe set a reminder or move your running shoes by the door, and experiment with different rewards until you find one that actually makes you want to come back. One of my favorite tricks is habit stacking. You simply attach a new habit to something you already do. Meditate for 2 minutes right after brushing your teeth, for example. The existing habit acts as a cue, making it so much easier to remember and stick to the new habit. Don't forget to celebrate your wins, even small ones. Finished your habit for the day? Reward yourself, maybe with a coffee break, a quick scroll on social media, or just a little self-praise. Turning your progress into a bit of a game is a great way to stay motivated for the long haul. I recently heard from someone in this community who used habit stacking to quit smoking. Every time they craved a cigarette, they took 3 deep breaths and drank a glass of water instead. Over time, the new routine replaced the old one. That's the power of habit stacking in action. Here's your action plan. Pick just one habit you want to build. Use habit stacking to anchor it to something you already do. Track your progress no matter how small. Reward yourself. And most importantly, commit for just 30 days. Share your journey in the comments. I'd love to hear how it goes. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe. Up next, I'll share my favorite tools to boost your productivity and focus. See you then.